Hi there. So today I'm going to show how to get from basic polygon stuff in Blender, and I'm going to test it in ZBrush. So I'm doing a trial of ZBrush at the moment, as you can see, and it expires in about a month. I'm considering if I want to buy it because I really love the sculptural features that it gives for 3D printing, possibilities. But if you're using Blender and you want to take into an awesome program like ZBrush that isn't that expensive really, then I'm going to show you the possibilities. So here's the full render window. The wireframe is nice and clean on this mesh, so it's kind of a what we call a low polygon mesh. So I right click that and I go to File, Exports. And let's do it as an OBJ file. Let's export it as a Podder OBJ. Let's open up ZBrush and I'm going to import Podder. So I find the folder somewhere in my vast folder file, and it's under screencasts because we're doing a screencast for you, and it's in ZBrush, and it's Podder. Quads and triangles. Let's draw it. Yay, it's come in. Let's take it to polyfill so we can see. Whoops. Yeah, what I did is because I'm quite rusty with ZBrush, I didn't press edit, which means we can zoom around it, and we're in edit mode, so it's like edit mode in Blender actually. Polyfill will show you the polyframe will show you the mesh and scale and stuff like that. And what I'm going to show you is a really cool tool. There's some really messed up geometry inside there. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'd troubleshoot and go back to Blender to see what's happening with that. And perhaps edit the geometry, but just for quickness, there's a really cool tool called ZRemesher. Yep, just click it, works it out on this bar, and as you can see, it's made a really clean mesh going on there. Yep, it's sorted out all the polygons, and it's taken the uneven quads, the 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and it's pumped it up to something that's awesome. And you can make it more polygons. You can crank that up and it'll give you more refined quads. Then we can go up to divide, and we can divide, subdivide in, I was going to say Blender, in ZBrush. Take polyframe off, and then you can do all your painting that ZBrush is famous for. Yep. You can just divide that a bit more. You can start to do some really funky stuff. So, for example, you could do that, have an alpha on there, draw size, it's a bit much, still a bit much. There you go. So you can do all this cool stuff like add bits and detail on it, so I mean, especially for me, if you're making a 3D print, you could just add so much more detail on it, especially if it's a really high detailed 3D print, which is pretty amazing. So what I'm saying really is that Blender and ZBrush are quite a good combination. ZBrush isn't that expensive if you're starting to do commercial work. If you're doing commercial work in Blender, ZBrush is a good option to get some real detail on it. That's much more powerful in the sculpt mode in Blender. And that just goes to show you can get your meshes out from Blender into ZBrush, and the meshes are okay despite some little problems that it might have with the front bit there, which could easily be troubleshooted and looked up. So thanks very much for watching this short little screencast, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel And check out my website, jamesableart.com, for my art, because I'm an artist actually. And also I've got loads of tips on that as well. So thanks very much, and I wish you a good day now, and speak to you later. Bye.